It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Seahawks and the Buccaneers on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. To figure out who they are and what they are.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway from Seattle. Return starts at the 9. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Hauled down by Christian Izien. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Running back sent in motion. Smith on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Out of the gun, White. He'll cobble together a yard there. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Baker now from the gun. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, here's Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, a run for White. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We'll take a momentary pause for the injured player, and this is a notable one. Mike Evans is the one hurting after that one. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here's White again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. It goes as no gain on the 3rd down run, and now they face 4th down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, Smith. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Play fake, it's Mayfield. DJ Chark there for the catch. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They motion a receiver left. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Otten. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 24.
From the 24. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So they're left facing a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Mano-a-mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 10.
The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Drive starts with a carry by White. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, this is White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Mayfield now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Mayfield. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Baker. Fits it through the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Moves slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's a give to White. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half Well, you haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running back sent in motion. From the 42. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
For Seattle Seahawks.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Our score, 6-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, Smith. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Walker now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
13 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks.
Walker. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks tie and can take the lead here in the second. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hauled in by Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st down, ball at the 36. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Throwing, Baker. This finds Chark complete. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mayfield to throw again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Smith. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Michael Dixon on to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give now to White. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Baker to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Baker now from the gun. On target to Godwin. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. It's White on the give. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, here's Baker. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Irvin here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Baker now. going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Kobe Bryant has it. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Walker on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. White trying this straight ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Godwin, the man in motion left. 3rd and short, Mayfield. It's into the hands of White. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Up the middle, here goes White. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rachaad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. 3rd down from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Jake Camarda on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Handoff to Walker from the gun. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They're going to bring on Dixon to boot this one away. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Escapes the pocket. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run. He loses the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. We'll take a momentary pause for the injured player, and this is a notable one. Mike Evans is the one hurting after that one. Smith on 1st down. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers and receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. That's brought in by White. And he'll get it up to the 27. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. 2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Mayfield will look to throw. This finds Shark complete. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. Mayfield to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Baker throwing again. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. We've reached the break. The Bucs visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kirk Cousins, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jalen Hurts leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Jukes out a 1-stop. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Hauled in by Godwin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, here's Baker. Completes this one to Otten.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From midfield on 2nd down. On target to Godwin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeff Okuda with the INT. No one around. He's got space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks jump in front now by 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got Evans, it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Baker now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Out of the gun, White. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First and 10 from the 41. Motioning the tight end now. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Seahawks offense running out now. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
He finds Fant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers parlay the turnover into a lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
He's throwing for it. He has it. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Finds a man, right side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hauled down by Christian Isian. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Smith. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jackson.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third and
Out of the gun, here's Smith. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Isian with the INT. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 14.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying.
Kickoff for the Buccaneers.
He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now Walker. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 38-yard
A
line.
play fake. Now Smith to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up at the 20. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Oh, Oh, their reaction, perfection, Brock. Once it was recovered, everyone immediately reacted and flipped to return mode. And what a return it wound up being.
So much to love about that, Kate. That's team together, everybody achieving more, and you could see it all the way down to the 1-yard line, but I promise.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The drive starts with a carry by White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They run the counter with White. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Baker now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Walker running to the right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A tough one to retain through that hit. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's gonna go. It's a pick six. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
31, Seahawks 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Smith coming off that pick. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Dumped off to his running back.
Smith's pass complete to Kenneth. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Smith to the air now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And again, it's Smith. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. On the ground, it's White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. 1st down, Smith to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
From the 48. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. Look at all this time. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Back in his own 49.
Another try following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Looking to throw, Smith. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession.
Intended for
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Trying the right side with White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. The give now to White. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 9 that takes them up to 4th and just 1. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying again following the sack. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Turnover on down.
It's White on the give. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. A run now with White. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 7, and they're going to need similar results now. 2nd and 13. Baker now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a receiver in motion right. 3rd and long, Mayfield. He's on the move. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the left hash, this is from 47. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. He's on the move. Taking off with it again. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Smith on 1st down. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
The coverage by Jordan Whitehead.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Complete to Kenneth
Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 3rd. Smith into the hands of Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he is on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Charbonnet. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. From the gun, Smith. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
It's a turnover on down.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Again, this is White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Taken down by Mike.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's White again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.